I'm not even going to be before you too long. This is only my reaction to New York Times releasing President Trump's tax returns. Now, the first question that came to mind when they released that was, now that you have that information, and now that you found out that he was paying taxes, although there's people that is not quite happy with the fact that he paid only $750, not realizing that all of the money that he might have donated, for example, he's donated, since he's been president, he's donated his salary. He has not taken a salary, so that in itself is a tax write-off. Now, if you're thinking back before he became president, being a business owner, in most cases, people really don't understand taxes. They don't understand tax write-offs. They really don't understand bankruptcy, especially if you're able to keep your belongings. People don't understand that. So it's quite easy for the media to manipulate the masses, because the masses are quite ignorant when it comes to that. The only thing they can think of is he only paid $750 and he's a billionaire. Why are you so concerned about his pockets? Why are you not concerned about your pockets, or even trying to put money into your pockets? In most cases, the people that's unhappy, the people that's complaining, are people that, number one, don't work and don't pay taxes, don't pay into the system. They're so used to getting free stuff. So if you're taking advantage of the system, why are you so concerned about Donald Trump and his tax forms? All right? So they're not taking into consideration that this is a businessman. Look at all the money that is going out. The only thing the IRS is concerned about is income. Money that's coming into you, that's going into your pockets, that's going into your bank account. Now, when you start considering donations, when you start considering the number of people you're paying employment, you're paying for your employees, you're paying for health care, you're paying for supplies, you're paying even when Donald Trump go out and construct buildings or what have you, he's paying for the materials and the supplies. He's paying for the time, the labor that it takes. He's paying for the electric bill alone. He's paying for that. He's paying for the phone systems. These are things that people don't take into account of what it takes to run a business. So when his taxes are being done, there's a lot of stuff that he can claim as loss. See, most people are looking at, well, he's lost money, or he's lost this, or he's lost that. Everybody that pays a mortgage, everybody that pays rent, everybody that's alive today takes a loss. See, whenever I pay my mortgage, I'm taking a loss. That's not money coming into me. That's going out the door. When you pay bills, you are taking a loss. You're not gaining anything. It's not coming in. So you may get your paycheck, and your paycheck may be $2 or $3 grand a week. I'm just throwing a number out there. And you're looking at that check like, okay, this looks good. Now I can either pay my bills, car payment, insurance, house insurance, buying food. If you have children, you have to buy their school supplies, you have to buy their clothes, you have to pay for their recreation. There's a lot of things you have to pay for, right? And if you have a company business, if you're in business, you have to pay for the vehicles, right? That's a tax write-off. So after you finish writing off all of your losses, just like people take losses every single month when they pay their bills. That's money going out the door. That's a loss. So when you're able to claim those on your tax returns versus the amount of money that's coming in to a business, see, because your business could generate income, the business itself. But when you finish paying bills and you finish paying your employees and health care or what have you, whatever other expenses you may have, when you finish paying all of that, you have a limited amount of money coming into you. That's considered income. That's taxable income. And most people really don't understand that. So these businesses, especially when you first start out in business, do you not know the first couple of years, although your business may be making money or generating money, right? Your business soaks it up. It goes back out the door. So technically speaking, you could file 0 on your tax returns because you made no money the first few years because you're building your business. You got advertisement. So there's a lot of things that people don't understand when it comes to running a business and actually counting your losses. Because see, people may look at what you have. Okay, well, you have a house, or you have 2 cars, you have this, or you have a mansion, and you live in a gated community, not counting that person's expenses, money that's going out of the home, right? Just like if you were to go to a casino and gamble, you can actually, the money that you may win some money, but the amount of money you lost, if you lost more money than you actually won, that's a tax write-off, right? So when you have someone that's doing your tax and they know the loopholes of the system, why not take advantage of that? Why would you get mad because you have a billionaire that's counting his losses? Doesn't necessarily mean that he's failing at business or he's making bad business choices. When it comes to business, everybody makes bad business choices. There's times that I've bought, items that I thought would do well in my store, and then once I got that item in there, it didn't do too well, right? But later down the line, like maybe some years down the line, where you put this away in your storage, it had not made no money, but that's money that went out. So you're thinking like, okay, that's a loss. Years down the line, then it becomes a popular thing, and now everybody's buying it. So you can like, wait a minute, let me go back to my storage, pull these things out, and they're gone, right? So business is kind of funny, and people that don't understand business are the ones that's going to get upset and angry and talk about he only paid $750 for taxes. Well, you're not really counting this man's loss. You're not counting his bad business deals or bad business choices. And if you're in business, everybody at one point in time make bad business choices. Like I said, you will buy an item that won't sell. It will just sit there. Either you're going to put it away in storage, or you're going to drop the price and take the loss. Not only that, especially if you're in retail, you also have to count your losses when it comes to theft. You have people that go in and steal. So when you do your inventory, you have to count that as a loss. It's not just about, well, they have insurance, so their insurance to pay for it. It don't work like that. Only the ignorant would talk like that, or even would think like that. See, so when it comes to Trump's tax return, it's not a bother to me because I see what this man is doing for this country. As a matter of fact, we need a business-minded person in the White House that's not going to rip you off. See, Trump is not ripping you off. He's not taking a pay. And as a matter of fact, he's also contributing some of his money, right? So this is one of the most honest people, and that's why the Democrats are so angry and upset. In everything that they tried to use to get to this man, it didn't work. He tried to use women. He's a pervert, he's sexual assault. They even tried to tie him to Jeffrey Epstein. They tried to tie him to that. And everything when they talk about that Russian probe, it was all them. They were taking their dirt, putting it on him. See, and I'm sure like when you guys were growing up, you guys are hanging out with your friend, and then one of your friends will throw a baseball or a rock, knock out somebody's window, and then when the person comes to the window, they will point at you and say, he did it. He did it. He was the one that threw it. I didn't throw it. He did it. Right? So it's the same thing. Adults play those same games. So a lot of the stuff, or all of the stuff that they're accusing Trump of doing, they did it. It's like when they talked about immigration and the open borders. When they talked about Trump putting children in cages, they were the ones that did that. And as a matter of fact, it's all documented information during the Obama era, where they put kids in cages. That come from Obama, but when Trump came in, they tied that to him. They were like that little kid that threw the rock through the window and then pointed at another little kid and says, he did it, I didn't do it. And now my next question is, now that you have Trump's tax returns, it was leaked by New York Times, and I'm sure that could be a possible lawsuit. So now since his tax returns have been leaked, and you know that he paid only $750 for his taxes, for his federal taxes, now let me see your tax return. All of these politicians that were crying for his tax returns, where's your tax returns? Let's see your tax returns now. And as a matter of fact, since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is running for president and vice president, well, should it now be required that they show their tax returns? Where's Joe Biden's tax returns? Where's Kamala Harris's tax returns? After all, Joe Biden might be president. That's what they're saying. So shouldn't it be required for him to pay his tax returns or show his tax returns up front? Like Trump, the only president that was forced to show his tax returns? See? So it's a double standard. See, that's why I do not trust Democrats. I don't trust them not one bit. And anyone out there that vote Democrat or that trust Democrats, that says a lot about you, especially people in church. How can you say you trust and believe in God and you support the party that does all of this wickedness, the murders, not to mention the abortion of unborn babies, and you know that's against God? It's an abomination. They support same-sex marriage and transgender. They support the things that the Bible condemned, but yet you call yourself a Christian. You call yourself a child of God. But which God are you a child of? Which one? The God of this world? Right? Or my Heavenly Father, the eternal God? So my reactions to Trump's tax returns is, so what? So what? He's a businessman. And the only thing his tax returns are showing is the write-offs, the losses. Everybody take losses. When you pay mortgage and rent, you're taking a loss. When you pay a car payment, when you pay insurance, when you buy food, that's a loss. So it's not a bad thing. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe, click on the Cash App, and donate to this channel. Until next time, I'm fearless.